Hey everybody, it is Dr. Sasheen here. And for those of you who might be tuning in for the first time, I am Dr. Sasheen, also known as the Metaphysical Goddess, which is it says on the Facebook page, but not on the YouTube channel. And today's short message is about the idea of what are you going to do in search of freedom. So it's really, the equation is really simple. And I'm going to start this conversation by talking about The Secret, that book, movie, that law of attraction that literally is everywhere and is ubiquitous. The key thing that people miss about manifestation and The Secret is the price that you have to pay for The Secret is action. You cannot manifest anything sitting down and being still. So the price of freedom is action, and the reward for action is freedom. That's an equation that is at the heart of The Secret. It is at the heart of what we understand about manifesting, about owning your bliss, about, charting your course or finding your rainbow and blah, 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 blah. Not blah, blah, blah in the bad way, in the bad sense, but in the sense that the reality is very simple. In order to get yourself from point A to point B, from confinement to freedom, from poverty to luxury, from not having to having, is action. There's no shortcut. It's not there. If there was, I would have taken it by now. I am inherently a lazy woman who likes things to come to her pretty easily. But the price of freedom is action. And if you are not willing to pay the price, then you will not get the freedom. You simply won't, because the reward of action is freedom. A lot of things get a bad rap these days, a lot of things, and I am not about to get on here and politically rant. That's for my personal page, in the circle of my friends. This is about, what are you willing to sacrifice? What price are you willing to pay for that thing that you call freedom? Whatever that thing is, whether it's global freedom, whether it's humanitarian freedom, whether it's environmental freedom, whether it's economic freedom, whether it's relationship freedom, what price is too high? You need to figure out your bar and then go try to meet it. If the price is too high, if the price of freedom is too high, if your bar is set way up here and you're belly aching about it being too high, but you're still down here and haven't even begun to attempt to get up to the too high part, then I don't want to hear it. You haven't even begun to fight for your freedom, so how can you complain that the price of freedom is too high? When you have not put any skin in the game for your own freedom, for your own definition of life that you see in your head, if you have put no skin in that game, you have done nothing to step outside of your comfort zone. You've done nothing to make yourself uncomfortable. You've done nothing in the pursuit of that dream. You have no skin in the game, and therefore the price apparently is really low and that is too high for you to pursue, because I'm going to hammer this in for the next 4 minutes. The price of freedom is action. You cannot get there without action. You can get there from here, but you cannot stay here to get there. I said this about a month ago, and it bears repeating. Too many of us are looking at our life going, but if I do X, then I'll lose Y. If I do A, I might lose B. And heaven forbid I get to G, because I might lose H. Okay, you might lose a lot of things. You might lose the will to survive. You might lose the will to dream. You might lose the will to embrace newness and embrace difference. You might lose a lot of things if you do nothing. In fact, I guarantee you, you will lose a lot of things if you do nothing. But what you will gain in your life by choosing to pay the price of freedom is everything that you could possibly want. Because everything that you want is on the other side of freedom. It's on the other side of the action, right? Everything that you want is on the other side of the action that you are refusing to take. Everything that you desire is on the other side of an action you're refusing to do. So let's break it down. We're coming into the holiday season. We're going to roll into New Year. Everybody's going to make these damn New Year's resolutions about any number of things. And then by February, they're going to be sitting on their couch belly aching that they didn't keep any of it. Why? Because they didn't want to pay the price. And the price is action. If you want A not to be A anymore because you'd like to get to B, then you got to start walking towards B at some point. At some point, you have to look at A and go, hey, it's been nice, it's been great, and or maybe it hasn't been great. Maybe it's actually been really shitty, and you're just like, I gotta go. So pick up your hobo stick and start walking. And don't worry how you'll get there. The path will open before you if you're willing to be on the path. Let me say it again. The path will open before you if you're willing to be on the path. But you cannot get anything if you have decided that sitting down is the only action you are willing to take in pursuit of your dream. If sitting is your definition of action, then you and I need to have a conversation, because sitting hasn't gotten anyone anywhere unless that sitting is the result of direct action against something that you've been fighting for. So here's how you get the reward of action, which is freedom. You act. You decide what you want. You make a plan on how to get it. And then you take the first step, which will lead you to the next step, which will lead you to the next step. And before you know it, you'll look back and you will no longer be standing on go. You'll no longer be standing at a hello. You'll no longer be waiting for someone to come along and save you, because babies, you will have begun to start saving yourself. And that, my friends, is worth the price of freedom. All right. So that's my message for today. Hopefully this resonates with someone out there and it means something to you. If you are still struggling with paying the price of freedom, if you have yet to decide to put your skin in the game for the dreams that you want, then you're not going to get the reward of you're not going to get the rewards. You will not get to freedom by sitting on go. That will not happen. If you are struggling in a relationship at this moment and you need someone to bounce those ideas off of because you are ready to put your skin on the line for what you desire, but you need help, make an appointment to meet with me. I am the divorce strategist, and we can walk through the necessary steps to help you go from fear to focused to freedom without losing yourself in the process. This has been Dr. Sasheen, the metaphysical goddess, also the divorce strategist, and have a fantastic Wednesday, everyone. Bye.